Well. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. I had a long day putting together my children's beds, and I'm tired, but I'm still going to do a video because I saw a very interesting article on the prestigious, well-known magazine that I totally subscribe to, BitcoinMagazine.com. And on this esteemed, famous news website magazine, they had an interesting article. Why Trump, President-elect Donald Trump, must end capital gains tax on Bitcoin. So we're going to go through this article, and we're going to see why Bitcoin Magazine thinks Donald Trump should end the capital gains tax on Bitcoin. If you don't know what the capital gains tax is, any asset that you purchase, let's say you buy a painting and you sell it for a profit later on, you got to pay capital gains. Let's say you buy a stock and you sell it at a profit. You get capital gains. Capital gains has different tax brackets. If you hold something for a year and a day, you get preferential taxation. You get lower tax rates. If you sell something in a year or less for a profit, you get taxed at your marginal tax bracket. And the incentive is they want you to hold assets for the long term, and that encourages people to hold the assets for at least a year and a day so they can pay long-term capital gains rates. It encourages long-term thinking and foresight. A lot of you that trade Bitcoin and all this other nonsense, PEPE coin, all the other popular clown coins, you're actually paying a ton of taxes, more than you think. You probably don't even realize it because you don't want to read your freaking tax forms, which I'm a CPA and I do taxes. See the pinned comment at the conclusion of this video. I'll do your taxes for you. Business or personal, any state in the United States. Free consultations, upfront quotes. You pay a ton of taxes, and that massively reduces your short-term, your investing performance. So apparently, the crypto industry, they're getting ambitious now, okay? They're getting accepted by Wall Street. They're getting accepted by the broader public. There's discussions about a strategic reserve for Bitcoin. Yes, we are actually talking about the U.S. government purchasing Bitcoin, which is freaking crazy, but whatever. That's another video, I guess. But now they're getting cocky. Now, Bitcoiners want to trade and not even pay tax. They don't even want to pay taxes anymore. Can you believe that? Every other thing that you sell, you pay taxes on. I mean, there's some like tiny exemptions for very rare items. But basically, if you sell something for a profit, a stock, a bond, your desk, you pay tax on it. But apparently, Bitcoin is so special, it's so important that we shouldn't pay tax on it. So let's go ahead and see what they have to say. Let me move my phone for a second, and we'll read the article. Why Trump must end capital gains tax on Bitcoin. By eliminating capital gains tax on Bitcoin, the Trump administration strengthened the nation's economic sovereignty and ensure everyday Americans gain equal footing in the world's rapidly evolving digital economy. Oh, this is going to be a good article, ladies and gentlemen. Let's dive right into it. In a world where digital assets are quickly becoming a cornerstone of global finance, are they? Yeah, for scammers and traffickers. The United States stands at a crossroads. Do we become grifting clowns? Or do we not become grifting clowns? We're leaning towards the grifting clown side of the field here. Everybody liked the video. The Trump administration has repeatedly emphasized its dedication to making everyday Americans more prosperous. Yes, you become prosperous by not trading digital tokens between each other and giving money to Wall Street and Robinhood and Coinbase, which make money off of your transactions. That's how you lose money, as a matter of fact. From pledging to restore economic strength on the campaign trail to appointing forward-thinking advisors, the White House seems poised to usher in a new era of financial freedom. We're going to the promised land, ladies and gentlemen. Trump's going to save everything. I mean, I'm a fan, but, I mean, he's not God. Well, I think he's the God Emperor, but realistically, you know, we'll see what he can do. But if President Trump truly wants to supercharge wealth creation for average citizens, oh, here we go, and establish the U.S. as the world's leading Bitcoin superpower, it's not enough that we are already the global hegemon with the massive navy that patrols the seas. Europe's basically our little bussy boy. We're the richest nation in the world with the largest stock market. That's not enough. No. We need to be a Bitcoin superpower. That's why we're not great, guys, is because we are not a Bitcoin superpower. His administration must embrace a bold, transformative policy. Eliminate capital gains taxes on Bitcoin. So I guess the idea is, because you don't pay tax, you're more willing to trade and speculate on Bitcoin. Wonderful, okay? Absolutely wonderful. Now, it's funny that, people always say Bitcoin's going to 20 trillion zillion dollars per coin. So in my mind, if you believed that, you wouldn't trade Bitcoin. You would hold it forever. So you're not going to generate, theoretically, a lot of capital gains tax on that. So what I think is actually happening is people are trying to get in, sell it for a profit, and get out, which makes them pay capital gains tax. If you wanted to trade something like crazy, you would not want capital gains tax. So it feels like they want to be able to trade more, okay? So they got this whole map of the world here, I guess showing all the tax for selling your Bitcoin after 1 year. So right now, the tax in the United States to sell your Bitcoin after 1 year is between 15 to 20%. I mean, for some, it's 0. And you also pay state taxes. And apparently that's crazy, okay? Now, I see China here has banned Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And I applaud China for that. They're actually a little bit wiser than us, at least in that regard, okay? But they're communists. It's also banned in Pakistan and Vietnam. Well, I know what countries I'm putting all my money in. Just kidding. The winds of change. Lessons from abroad. The Czech Republic recently made headlines when its parliament overwhelmingly voted to exempt capital gains from crypto and other crypto asset sales from personal income tax. Yes. Okay, our government, we're running massive deficits. Massive deficits, trillions of dollars. We're spending trillions more than we take in. And I guess to solve that, we're now not going to charge this we're not going to charge tax on this highly speculative asset, which could generate more revenues to help us reduce the deficit. Brilliant. But the Czech Republic did it, okay? This is not an isolated event. Countries like Switzerland, Singapore, the United Arab Emirates, El Salvador, Hong Kong, and parts of the Caribbean have long recognized that zero or minimal capital gains taxation on Bitcoin can help spur adoption, financial innovation, and consumer confidence. So we're going to charge capital gains. If you buy Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, and you sell it at a profit, you got to pay tax on those companies, okay? Those are not innovative companies. But we can't charge tax on Bitcoin because Bitcoin is more innovative than the companies that are actually researching AI, blah, 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 blah. It makes total sense, okay? As John F. Kennedy famously said, a rising tide lifts all boats. I'm sure he was referring to crypto scam coins. If we apply that logic to economic growth through Bitcoin, the tide is global. Bitcoin is going to power the world economy, apparently. In a sea awash with global liquidity and debt, America's economic ship must navigate these digital currents. I love the sloganeering in this article. These nations' policy choices and their citizens' increased prosperity, because we're so prosperous trading fake tokens between each other, send a powerful signal. The U.S. can and should leverage Bitcoin as a tool for growth. What growth are we getting from Bitcoin? I'm seriously trying to understand how we get economic growth from Bitcoin. I'm serious. I know we can get economic growth by developing technologies that make workers more productive, increasing the population with immigration. All that makes sense to me. I get it. How is Bitcoin going to fuel economic growth? Seriously, somebody tell me. I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid. Trump's own words, a path to prosperity. We're going to the promised land. President Trump himself has indicated a willingness to rethink Bitcoin taxation. They have them paying tax on crypto, and I don't think that's right. Well, you shouldn't pay tax on literally everything else. He said in a recent interview, echoing the frustrations of millions of Americans who find it absurd to pay capital gains taxes after using Bitcoin to purchase something as small as a cup of coffee. Yes, if you sell an asset, you got to pay tax on it. It's as simple as that. How is that complicated? If I want to sell an Amazon share, which I don't have except in BT, to buy a cup of coffee, I have to pay capital gains tax on Amazon. Oh my God, how terrible. Wow. Bitcoin is money, and you have to pay capital gains tax if you use it to buy coffee? He said rhetorically. Bitcoin is not money. Who uses Bitcoin to buy coffee? I suspect most people use Bitcoin to trade. Maybe I'm totally wrong. And to traffic and all other nasty things. Highlighting how current laws discourage everyday transactions. It's not being used for transactions, by God Emperor. He said, maybe we can get rid of taxes on crypto and replace it with tariffs. Yeah, we should put tariffs on, I don't know, computer chips that are powering AI to offset the loss of revenue from taxes on crypto. So poopy shark fart coin, you can sell that at a gain and not pay tax. But, everything else, you got to pay tax. This sentiment isn't just rhetorical flourish. Trump, who spoke at the Bitcoin 2024 conference in Nashville, proclaimed his vision for America to become the world's Bitcoin superpower. Do you want to know why Trump was shilling Bitcoin? For votes! Really? Yeah, for votes, you doofuses. He also pledged to make Bitcoin in America. Just what we need. We need to have our power grid dedicated to mining Bitcoin. Turning the U.S. into a leading hub of Bitcoin innovation. What innovation is there in Bitcoin? We have the blockchain. People trade it. What's more innovation? What innovation are we getting out of it? Moreover, he appointed former PayPal chief operating officer David Sachs as his White House AI and crypto czar on December 5th. We need to look into David Sachs later. A move widely seen as a step towards implementing forward-looking crypto policies. The Bitcoin Act of 2024. We need to pass an act in Congress called the Bitcoin Act, the Grift Act of 2024. A strategic reserve for the people. The U.S. has already taken monumental steps in this direction. Yeah, we're so close to passing a Bitcoin reserve, guys. The Bitcoin Act of 2024 mandates that all Bitcoin held by any federal agency be transferred to the Treasury to be held in a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Do you want to know why Bitcoin is held by agencies? It's probably because it was seized in illicit activities. Yeah, that's why the government currently has Bitcoin, because it was seized during illicit activities. No, they just randomly, I don't know how they just disappeared. This government-level accumulation shows a long-term vision for incorporating Bitcoin into national financial strategy. Yes, let's favor a random token over our own currency. That's going to go well. But Trump is also threatening to slap 100% tariffs on the BRICS nations for threatening the dollar. But Bitcoin's fine. But why stop there? Eliminating capital gains tax on Bitcoin would create a positive feedback loop between national policy and personal prosperity. And you know what these clowns are also going to want? So if you sell a stock at a loss, you get a capital loss, and you can actually deduct that on the tax return. I bet you these clowns, what they're going to do is they don't want to pay tax, but they still want to be able to deduct the loss. That's the level of audacity these clowns have gotten to. Okay? As the federal government invests and holds Bitcoin, the federal government did not invest in Bitcoin. They seized it from criminals. Private citizens could do the same without facing Punitive tax obligations. Capital gains taxes are not punitive. Not at all. Long-term capital gains taxes are preferential. Punitive taxes are taxes like Social Security, Medicare tax, and our progressive income tax structure. That's punitive. Capital gains tax is not punitive. Serving the everyday American, because the everyday American needs Bitcoin. Not a total world index fund and a tax advantage account. No, we need Bitcoin, ladies. You need Bitcoin, you just don't know it. For everyday Americans, greaseball, McDonald's devouring Americans, the cost of living and the sting of inflation were focal points of President Trump's re-election campaign. So that's why we're going to deport low-skilled labor. We're going to slap tariffs on goods. And we're going to probably massively explode the deficit by tax cuts, all of which will totally not be inflationary. Traditional strategies, interest rate manipulations, quantitative easing often amount to rearranging deck chairs on a sinking ship when confronted with truly systemic economic challenges. Yeah, the proliferation of grifters and clowns and pump and dump scams, that's a systemic economic challenge. Bitcoin offers a life raft. Oh, it's going to save us. Dare we say a digital Noah's Ark. Bitcoin is Noah's Ark. When the world was flooded and it wiped out everybody and all the animals, we're comparing Noah's Ark to Bitcoin. I love it. I love the religious undertones. For Americans trying to preserve and grow their wealth against the eroding forces of inflation, yes, the last time we had inflation, we jacked up interest rates and Bitcoin collapsed. So I don't think Bitcoin hedges against inflation. Maybe I'm crazy, but you know what it does? Total market index funds. Removing capital gains taxes on Bitcoin would allow citizens to transact. Yeah, because we don't have dollars for that. Invest and save. Okay, listen to what these clowns are saying. And save in a stable, finite asset. Bitcoin is stable. Guys, Bitcoin's stable. Without the drain of federal taxes on every incremental gain. Yes, you make money at work, you pay taxes. You sell something at a profit, you pay taxes. Welcome to modern America. That's how it works. Freaking clowns. The ripple effect is clear. More people adopting Bitcoin as a store of value and medium of exchange means stronger demand. Yeah, that's what they really want. They want more people to buy it. It's called marketing. All crypto is just marketing. Which could further buttress the U.S. Treasury's strategic holdings. Our strategic holdings. It's a virtuous cycle, a positive feedback loop. As Bitcoin's value grows, so does the nation's wealth base. Wow, we're going to get rich. Helping pay down national debt. Oh, it's going to help us pay down national debt. Yeah, we're buying it, but okay, if the government buys it and then sells it to pay off the debt, that's probably going to collapse the freaking price. It's probably a pump and dump to make the government richer. Bolstering the dollar's hegemony in trade. So we're legitimizing another currency, but that's somehow going to bolster the dollar's hegemony. I just don't understand. I need to get my brain checked. Maybe I knocked my head earlier today making my kids' bed. My children's beds. And that's why I can't think properly right now. And genuinely making Americans richer and more secure. You know what makes you richer and more secure? Having a skill like tax preparation. See the pinned comment, I will do your taxes for 2024. I'm a CPA. Upfront quotes, free upfront consultation, and quick completion of your taxes for 2024. Why America needs Bitcoin. I didn't hear enough arguments already. Bitcoin is no longer a niche experiment reserved for a small band of enthusiasts. Oh, the Bitcoin marketers have been highly successful. I applaud them. They definitely won. I'll give it to them. Their little scam token has been very successful. It has evolved into a mainstream urgent priority for everyday Americans. Yeah, you know why it's an urgent priority? Because it went up. That's how pinhead Americans think about investing. I buy stuff that went up. I'm smart. Especially the rising generation that will shape our nation's future economy. This is not some ideological plea. It's a practical, data-backed reality. Our data was compiled on BitcoinMagazine.com. According to the Stand with Crypto Alliance, very trustworthy, a nonprofit dedicated to transparent blockchain policies, said more than 52 million Americans now own some form of cryptocurrency. Yeah, because they're speculating with it in their Robinhood accounts. Wow. Wow. Nearly 9 in 10 Americans believe the financial system needs updating. So I guess we do that through Bitcoin. And 45% say they would support candidates who stand in the way of crypto innovation, would not support them. These numbers represent a sweeping cross-partisan groundswell. Stand with Crypto's research shows that 18% of Republicans, 22% of Democrats, and 22% of independents hold cryptocurrency. Wow, Republicans are actually smarter. Actually, that's encouraging. This cuts through the usual tribal politics. See, we have so much tribalism in the U.S., but our shared love of gambling with fake tokens is going to unite us and bring us to the promised land. This cuts through the usual tribal politics. Bitcoin is now a national policy talking point. Yes, because it was used to help get elected. Duh. Not a side note on a fringe agenda. Something is deeply wrong in our markets, ladies and gentlemen. The demand for America to lead is clear. 53% of Americans want crypto companies to be U.S.-based. Oh my God. Ensuring that technological innovation and the wealth it generates remain on home soil. The only people getting rich off crypto are the brokers. And the frickin', the brokers, basically. And the people that got in early. That's who's getting rich off crypto. Oh, it's making everyday Americans rich. Among Fortune 500 executives, 73% prefer U.S.-based partners for their crypto and web initiatives, signaling a corporate desire to keep America at the forefront of global financial progress. Well, I wonder how many of those executives prefer dealing with crypto at all. They don't even say the sample size. They just say among some executives. They don't say how many executives. And they say 73% prefer crypto partners that are based in America. That's a weird statistic. Failing to act now risks a replay of past mistakes. If we don't buy Bitcoin now, we're going to fall as the world's hegemon. America once led the world in advanced manufacturing, and then we outsourced it to the rest of the world to pump up corporate profits. Yet today, 92% of the most sophisticated semiconductor production sits in Taiwan and South Korea. That's why I don't buy Chinese stocks, because Taiwan might be invaded, and if they get invaded, Chinese stocks will go to zero. So I buy Taiwan Semiconductor and NVIDIA. We cannot afford to cede the future financial landscape to other regions. Our biggest competitor is China. They banned it. Who are we competing with? China made the right decision with cryptocurrency. Bitcoin isn't just about investment class. It is the digital backbone of a rapidly evolving monetary system. Bitcoin is the backbone of our monetary system? In what way? It's the backbone of Robinhood's profits, Coinbase's profits, and BlackRock's profits, because now they have Bitcoin ETFs and they can charge management fees. You doofuses. Yeah, they're the backbone of America. That's right, corporate profits. In doing so, the nation can secure its place as the global Bitcoin superpower. Oh my God. I mean, we basically are. If China banned it, they're our main competitor. We are the superpower of scams. And, oh yeah, you know there's a lot of scams out there, ladies and gentlemen. If you even watch my freaking channel for half a second, you know how many freaking scams are out there. Oh, everybody's a genius now because stocks went up a little bit in the last couple of years. Oh. Uplift. So this is what Bitcoin is going to do. It's going to uplift our citizens, strengthen our economic base, and safeguard our strategic interest in the 21st century. Not controlling the deficit, not expanding the military, not cutting government waste. Tariffs and Bitcoin are going to save us. America, we're charting the course, okay? By aligning with global best practices and enacting forward-thinking policies, the U.S. can position itself as a beacon of financial liberty and technical innovation. We already are that. Somehow this all means we need to not pay taxes on gambling on crypto. But we need the losses. Oh, yeah. Eliminating capital gains tax on Bitcoin would signal to investors, aka gambling degenerates, entrepreneurs, and everyday citizens that America is serious about leading in the 21st century's digital economy. We are leading. We have all the tech giants. The only other country that has large tech giants is China. That's it. It's not just about being Bitcoin friendly. It's about ensuring the average Americans have the tools they need to navigate turbulent economic waters. The average America is a debt-laden, money-blowing degenerate. Okay? That's the average American. We spend money hand over fist. That's why our corporations make so much money. Our savings rate is almost nothing. Other countries have high savings rates, and their consumer spending's a lot lower because they're more frugal, in my opinion. If every American was like me, we'd be in trouble because I don't like to spend money. We're almost done with the article here. The complexity and inefficiency of taxing every digital transaction is an unnecessary burden on innovation in everyday life. It's not a burden on our deficit reduction. Americans deserve better. They deserve higher deficits. They deserve the freedom to transact in a digital world without punitive oversight. Yeah, that's why I can't transact in dollars. Gotta have Bitcoin. In essence, this is America's chance to do what has always been done best. Innovate, adapt, and lead. Removing capital gains taxes so I can sell at the top and dump my bags and other clowns buying my digital tulips wouldn't just fulfill a campaign promise, it would set the stage for long-term prosperity, empower citizens to secure their financial futures, and cement the United States as the world's foremost Bitcoin champion. God help us all. A rising tide indeed lifts all boats. And what better vessel to embark upon than a Bitcoin ark? Here we go, the religious references again. Captained by a visionary administration determined to truly make America great again. And the article is Mark Mason, written by Mark Mason. And of course, he looks like a grifter and he's bald. What do you guys think? Do you think, we should not pay tax on gambling Bitcoin? I mean, it's needed, guys. We really should not pay taxes. Everything else we should tax. So all the companies that produce goods and services, if you invest in those and sell them, you pay tax. But you should be incentivized to buy a fundamentally worthless asset, gamble with it, and not pay tax. That would lead America to the stars. Antonio Miranda, it's actually quite sad there are capital gains tax, period, in the U.S. What a socialist country. None of that for me. I mean, taxes have to come up at some point. The amount of deficits that we're running, it's stupid. We need to bolster income, bolster tax receipts by going after tax cheats. We need to raise taxes on the rich's capital gains and dividends. The rich will be fine. Okay? People aren't going to invest in the stock market anymore if their capital gains taxes are higher. That's completely fallacious. People are piling into the stock market in record numbers. And they're paying taxes. That doesn't stop people from investing. And the rich can definitely pay higher, at least dividend taxes. Like, why are the rich paying 20% taxes on dividends plus the net investment income tax? That's ridiculous. They should pay much higher. Oh, wow, the rich are going to die if they pay a little bit more taxes. Wow. NFT has revolutionized art. Yeah, modern art's a great example of what's going on here. All right, I got 129 viewers and 15 likes. Like the freaking video. I know it's hard. And subscribe. And check out my tax services. Would make sense. No capital gains for holding USD if value of dollar appreciates. Well, the value of the dollar does not appreciate. So, Strongman, did you go to WGU? Yes, I did. Do you have experience doing crypto taxes? Yeah, I mean, it's just like any other tax. I mean, if you want me to, if you have a bunch of crypto transactions, I'll do your taxes. It's not hard to do for me. I've had multiple clients that have had crypto transactions, and they've paid tax on that. Let's see. Okay. Like video, Strongman's got bills. I do have bills. A fairly reasonable investor. Hey, Bitcoiners, how do you feel about when I can see directly into your wallet? Yeah, I want everybody to see everything that I do. Every time I buy something, I want it to be on the blockchain. Moxie Wits, they're wash trading and manipulating the price. They are. You want a tax loss harvest. Bitcoin's definitely a good way to do it. And I don't know what they're going to do about losses. If they don't want to pay taxes on gains, then they shouldn't be able to save taxes on losses. But they're going to want the best of both worlds because welcome to Clown World. You sound like a commie. Yes, I am a communist. I believe that we should live in a classless, stateless society because I believe we should tax Bitcoin capital gains just like we tax stock sales. And basically everything you could possibly think of that you sell at a profit is taxed. But I believe Bitcoin should also be included in that. That makes me a communist. That's right. Let's see. Get rid of the glasses. No, I need these. Andrew, you're way behind on your thoughts on Bitcoin. Everybody says I'm way behind. And once again, the reason people say I'm way behind is because Bitcoin went up. You notice I never change my tune. When Bitcoin goes up, it's trash. When Bitcoin goes down, it's trash. I don't change my tune. Everybody changes their tune because of vertical lines. That's how your little brains work, and it's very sad. Wow, that's ridiculous. Bitcoin is a non-productive asset, and I hate it. Yeah, let's tax productive assets, but not tax non-productive assets. Makes sense. I'm telling you, if we do that, America's not going down a good path. Don't confuse Bitcoin with other cryptocurrencies. Oh, let's hear how Bitcoin is different. Oh, it is because it's more popular. Bitcoin is not a scam. There's no CEO, no company. It's a commodity. USD will collapse sooner or later. So the USD, I don't see the chain of logic. So the USD collapses. Therefore, I have to buy a digital coin. I'm not seeing the connection. I'm not seeing the step in between. There's other things you can buy that can hedge against the currency's devaluation, that are productive assets that produce real goods and services. A car factory makes cars. People can drive the cars. A banana farm makes bananas. However they get the freaking bananas off, they probably have a bunch of monkeys get up there and grab them. And and they ship them somewhere, and then I eat bananas. I can buy bananas at my supermarket. The food market, they buy food and sell it at slightly higher prices, and I can go in one place and get all my food. There's so many like valuable businesses out there that do real things. Tax preparation, you pay me money, I do your taxes, we're all happy. That's a service. What does Bitcoin do? Nothing. I hope you defend your new idols, Trump and Musk, for pumping this trash. I think it's mostly for votes. It was mostly for the election. And there's other things that I like about Trump. But obviously, you can't have the best of all worlds. They should need to pay taxes every time they wash trade. Well, apparently they don't need to. Let's see. Anything innovative flies over this guy's head. Yeah, just like ARK was so innovative, bro. I just don't understand. Bitcoin doesn't satisfy the fungibility aspect of money. Sorry, my guys. I want my currency to massively appreciate in value. So if I have debts denominated in that currency, my debt is increasing all the time. I actually like the devaluing dollar because I can hedge it with stock prices. My wages go up every year with cost of living adjustments. My mortgage gets cheaper in real terms every single year. Oh, I hate inflation so much. I hate devaluation. I'm making a fortune off of inflation, man. Are you rich? I would not consider myself rich. Bitcoin saves you from the government. The government has possession of Bitcoin. How did they get it? They seized it from criminals. Oh, it protects you, bro. Let's say BlackRock and institutions own Bitcoin now. Yes, think with your brain. They launched ETFs so people invest in them and they charge fees. They don't care. They would launch an ETF for anything that was popular to make money. Common sense. Can you put on a shirt? No. Oh, God. Let's see. Any or useful comments? Let's see. Oh, we got a comment. Super chat. X Pantera Capital. Some kind of currency for $20. I can heart it. Hope you're having a great weekend. Shiro Neko, from the creators of Shiba Inu, has hit a $400 million market cap. Check the chart on Gate.io. Could this gem really 50x? What's your take? Do you see what this super chat is, ladies and gentlemen? It's somebody marketing a crypto they invested in. So you go buy it. Do not listen to this super chat, which I will gladly take anyway, and buy that hot freaking trash. But thank you for your dollars that you paid me. I appreciate it. Chump. Bitcoin has never once collapsed. Oh yeah, there's been no bear markets in Bitcoin. Yeah, are we just gonna say the sky is pink now? This guy is crazy. Yeah, I'm crazy. I'm a lunatic. Buying strongman coin. Yeah, I'm gonna launch poopy shark fart coin pretty shortly. Then rug pull everybody, and then nothing will happen to me. Montez 88. When do you see crypto collapsing? I have no idea. Zero. I don't know. Nobody can predict that. It's impossible. I'm a VIP subscriber. You only had like 400 subs when I found you. Yeah, I remember you. I have no clue. But I know something that's fundamentally worthless will collapse. It's just a matter of time. Let's see. Trump is not a politician. Oh, yeah, he's only the president. Wow, did this Chad just lie to everybody that said total world market funds hedge against inflation? Wow, you just made a claim with no evidence or backing. Are you trolling me? Yeah, VT has not beat inflation, guys. Go check the 10-year returns. This is called engagement farming to promote his live through negative topics he really knows. You know every YouTuber promotes their services, Mr. Genius. You know when Jeremy does his videos, he has his 1000x stocks open. He's promoting his 1000x stocks. Yeah, I'm going to promote my tax services. But guess what? It's called marketing. And it's a legitimate business. I am a certified public accountant. I have experience in taxes. Yeah, I'm going to market my tax services. Sue me. And I'm not just doing this for engagement farming. I truly believe Bitcoin is trash. Go watch my oldest videos. I don't change. I stick to my guns. I don't have feminine energy like all you other grifters. You don't have any real opinions. Who do you think really created Bitcoin? I have no idea. Hopefully it's just a psyop. I feel like you would have been talking the same about Apple stock in 2001. No, Apple was a real company that produces real good. I'm streaming on an iPhone. Apple has a value. Bitcoin is saving the galaxy. I agree. Let's see. Strongman is becoming dangerous to his followers, potentially costing tons of opportunity cost and damages. I love this market. I love this market. Let's see. Let's see. When are you releasing Ryu coin? No, it's going to be Poopy Shark Fart coin. I don't like Bitcoin, but if you see people using it to build wealth, you use it also. When you see something go up, you buy it. Let's see. You guys are really smart. This guy agrees with China. Oh, yeah, I do. They were right to ban cryptocurrency. I mean, how many collapses, rug pulls, scams do you have to see before you see crypto for what it is? But you people are too slow because you bought $5,000 in Robinhood and now it's $7,000 and you think you're a freaking genius. You're not. You're a clown. Xi Jinping Strongman 2028. Yeah. Wouldn't that be a good ticket? Hairy chest clickbait, yeah. Institutional money is here. Yeah, making profits off of dopes. Let's see. Will you buy Bitcoin if it becomes legal tender? No, that's like if I bought euros. Like, why would I buy euros? I don't need euros. It's a currency. No, I'm not gonna buy it. Why would I buy it? Makes no sense. Let's see. Dollar is not needed anymore. Oh, the dollar is not needed. I wonder why Trump is threatening 100% tariffs on countries that want to dethrone the dollar. Yeah, the dollar's not needed, bro. Let's see. Why do you want higher taxes? I want higher taxes for the rich in some circumstances. Because you know who gets really shafted in our tax system? It's not the poor. It's not the middle class, even though they get shafted a little bit with Social Security. The upper middle class gets entirely shafted up the rear end because they're paying the highest marginal tax rates on earned income. And all the rich people are just paying 20% plus net investment income tax on dividends. Rich people they don't pay any freaking taxes. They don't. Especially because companies buy back shares now. I mean, I heard there was like a buyback tax, but if you're super rich, you're not paying any taxes. If you're upper middle class trying to break into the super rich, you get slaughtered. Do you live in Nova? No, I don't. I got hacked for 61,000 worth of crypto on Thanksgiving Eve. Well, if that's true, I'm sorry. Let's see. Why do you hate crypto? Oh, no reason whatsoever. You need to study Bitcoin. You need to go watch Bitcoin channel, strong man. I trade tax-free within an IRA. Why are you trading in your IRA? Oh my God. Stop. Hey man, when are you getting that Tesla tattoo? Because you were so wrong on it. Oh, okay, how was I wrong on Tesla? Compare the stock price to the earnings growth. I'm 100% right on Tesla. It's just a matter of time. It's only been 4 years since the clown market. You think I operate in that short of a time frame? Tesla is a freaking bubble. 110%. Tesla is a bubble. I can say that with 100% confidence. The stock has skyrocketed despite market share peaking, earnings basically being flat, and nothing going good for the business. How is Tesla a win? Because the stock went up. You have a speculator's mindset. A capitalist believes in the taxation of non-productive assets. Adam Smith himself says usury must be limited and capped. All income from non-productive assets is usury. Well, I mean, we have to charge interest on loaned money, or nobody would lend money. Let's see. For crypto taxes in 2025, the IRS wants to separate basis per account. Does each UT need a separate cost basis? How about ETH's address? What happens when you send a UTXO to another wallet? What is a UTXO? Let's see. I'm still in the denials. Yeah, I'm in such denial. Yeah, I always win, guys. I always win in the end. I always win because I have patience. You think Bitcoin going up bothers me? You think I made the wrong decision? No, I didn't. I know I'm right. And the next bear market where Bitcoin collapses, you're all going to go away like the little bussy boys that you are. You're in a bubble. Yeah, I'm in a bubble. Acid rain. You don't see the connection because you don't understand that. Really, I love your content, but you are wrong. Don't buy it. Forget the price. Study it. Oh, you know what, guys? I'm gonna take a week of leave so I can study Bitcoin, and then I still won't buy it. Fat makes you fat. You constantly contradict yourself. If we live in a clown world, then why wouldn't you invest in clown investments? That's very simple because clown markets don't last forever. Read market history. Have some perspective on what's going on. Clown stuff does not last forever. The pandemic was only 4.5 years ago. That's not a long time. Bubbles can go on for a long time, but they always end. They will. It's only a matter of time. Why would you invest in smart assets in a clown? Well, they're not. Well, they are smart assets, but they're also. I understand what I'm investing in. You're just vertical line. Everybody would be if the internet was around during the tulip craze. I'd be saying the same thing. Tulips are basically freaking worthless, and they'd be, but they went up. They went up. That's what you'd be saying right now, and I would be right. Looks like I found Bigfoot. Inflation is terrible to savers. It's terrible if you have cash. It is not terrible if you have fixed rate debt, a good career where your wages can go up with inflation, and assets that go up with inflation. Inflation is great for me. I love inflation. I really do. Let's see. Crypto mining operations may now consume up to 2.3% of U.S. electricity. What a great use of our power grid. Let's see. In 30 years, when VT finally doubles, Strongman will still be going to be crying about Bitcoin. Go look at the last 10-year returns of VT. It's actually more than doubled. But you guys don't understand the difference between chart and total return. I could show you an investment that has been flat on the chart but pays a 50% dividend, and you would say that's a horrible investment, even though you were getting 50% returns. But then I could show you a chart that goes up at 20% compounded, and you would say that investment was better with no dividends, even though you would have got higher returns with a chart that was flat that paid 50% dividends every year. But you don't understand the distinction there. I'm going to chug this beer for you, Chris. Thank you, Dan. Thank you for your support. I drank last night. I'm taking a long break from alcohol. Let's see. His tax service funds Social Security. Hypocrite. That is true. Will you be shirtless when you do our taxes? Usually, yeah. Well, usually when I get home, the clothes come off. I mean, if I meet with a client, I'll put a shirt on, but no, I'm usually always shirtless in my house. I'm the coolest tax preparer. Is there any tax preparer cooler than me? I don't think so. I am the coolest CPA in the freaking world. All the CPA.
I got my little green hat and my suspenders. I'm a CPA.
Yeah. I want that to be my CPA. Dollar is the biggest scam. No, crypto definitely is. VT rug pull coming. I hope so. I want to collapse in the markets. My savings rate's starting to go back up. I want to buy a bunch of VT. Would you smash Hawk to a girl? Yes, I would. But I would not date her because she's an idiot. Let's see. Strong man should sell a piece of your channel like that other tax guy. No, I'm keeping my channel revenue for myself. Let's see. Question, what do you think about PayPal stock? It's the future. It's going to 10x. There's no other business like PayPal. It's innovative and amazing, and they have crypto, so they're awesome. This guy will be driving the same Ford in 20 years. Yeah, actually, I would be driving my car. If I could make my paid-off Fiesta last for 20 years, oh yeah, I would drive it. Can you sing the VT Boy Island remix again? Maybe there's another short. You are not wrong on Tesla. You are not wrong on Nvidia. You are wrong about Bitcoin. Oh, Bitcoin is not crypto. Okay. Austrian School of Economics will teach you about money. After that, you should study Bitcoin. Oh, okay. Let's see. Arthur Rod. Honestly, what's wrong with buying speculative assets and selling when they explode? Buying VT, I would underperform big time. That is not true at all. If you buy a total market index and you dollar cost average over your whole life, you will beat most market participants. Because when you buy speculative assets during clown markets, you look like a genius. And when bear markets come around, you get obliterated. I would rather just grow my wealth as the world becomes wealthier. I know this is a very hard concept because you want to get rich now. I get it. How much is your Bitcoin crypto course? $20,000. Let's see. Crazy. The Japan index took 30 years to come back, levels it was in 1990. That's the risk you take. If you put all your money in one stock market, I don't care what country it is, even the US, anything could happen. That's why you diversify. If we buy Bitcoin and sell after it goes up and put it in our index fund, we win and you lose. How do I lose in that transaction? I don't understand. Let's see. A lot of comments. Holy, let's go to the end. Let's see. Strongman clapping Hawk to a girl from behind. Shucks, Bell, you done. Good, boy. Oh, yeah, she would get every angle. All right, guys, that's it. Like, subscribe, check out the pinned comment. Let me do your taxes for 2024. I'm a certified public accountant with over 4 years of tax preparation experience. You get a free 30-minute consultation. You can book it in the pinned comment below. Click on the link on the first page of the PowerPoint. Free 30-minute consultation, and I give you an upfront quote. That's right. I tell you exactly how much you're going to pay. You pay me, I do your taxes, and we all go and buy Bitcoin again. Have a wonderful, delicious day. Cheers.